The U.S. Army will release a long-awaited report today after investigating the command culture at Fort Hood, Texas. The investigation was launched after the murder of 20-year-old Army specialist Vanessa Guillen. That was back in April. Her death was one of at least 25 this year. It was all connected to the same Army post. Mireya Villarreal is at Fort Hood. Mireya, good morning to you. I remember this story so well, it's just heartbreaking. What do we expect these findings to show?
Good morning. CBS News can confirm the Army will fire or suspend a large number of officers and enlisted soldiers here at Fort Hood in what the Pentagon is saying is an unprecedented disciplinary action. The 140-page report will outline what went wrong here at Fort Hood and within the Army as a whole. And it'll also give around 70 different recommendations on what the Army can do to rebuild trust with its soldiers.
In a one-on-one interview with CBS Evening News anchor Norah O'Donnell, Army Secretary Ryan McCarthy admitted the Army has failed to keep its soldiers safe, especially from sexual harassment and assault.
So you ordered this review?
Yes.
In part because of what happened to Vanessa Guillen?
In part, yes. I wanted a fresh pair of eyes to help us understand the problem and fix it.
What surprised you?
Just the scale and the concern about retaliation, the high numbers of individuals that were concerned about reporting because in fear of retaliation from someone in an echelon above them.
People don't feel like it's safe.
The individuals, those in particular, yes.
He says he's committed to change, and last month he promised accountability and transparency within the ranks.
Leaders, regardless of rank, are accountable for what happens in their units and must have the courage to speak up and intervene.
We want justice for Vanessa.
Today's report is expected to propose an action plan to fix the growing problems with leadership at Fort Hood, with reassignment and termination part of that plan. Those problems were magnified by Specialist Vanessa Guillen's murder. Her body was found miles off base months after she disappeared. We spoke exclusively to Vanessa's sister Myra after this investigation was commissioned this summer.
Do you feel like the soldiers on that base are safe?
I don't. It's one too many. Either it's accidents or they claim to be accidents. You know, we don't really know the truth. Different murders outside, inside the base. And, you know, at this point, I don't feel that anyone is safe in there.
Before her death, Guillen told her family and friends she had been sexually harassed on base. The Army says it has no evidence of an assault, but an investigation into her death is still ongoing. Guillen's death launched a movement worldwide. Thousands of former military members shared their stories with the hashtag #IamVanessaGuillen. That rallying cry also led to legislative action. In September, Congress introduced the I Am Vanessa Guillen Act to change how the military handles sexual assault within its ranks. But Guillen's family is not confident this report will provide them with any closure. Natalie Kawam is their attorney.
Because we can't ask, the wolf to guard the hen house. We can't ask them to fix themselves. We need to step up as civilians or as the world together and do this for them. Because, our military, they're people too, and they need us.
Kawam tells us the I Am Vanessa Guillen bill has stalled out in Congress, but they are hoping to get a hearing for it sometime in the new year. Meanwhile, contacts here at the Army tell us they are already starting to implement change, and one of them is an overhaul of the sexual assault and reporting program here called SHARP. More to come from Fort Hood later today.